This snowmobile's been abandoned for over 4 years, and today we're gonna try to see if we can get it running.
This sled has been out here for half a decade,
and we don't know why it was originally parked.
But hopefully by the end of the video, we'll have another rig in the fleet.
Come like right here.
No problem.
It's sat here for so long because we've been waiting for snow, and now we're gonna see if we can get it running. I actually have really low hopes in it. First things first, we gotta try to pull it out of here. It's frozen into the ground, but I'm gonna bring a tractor over here. We're gonna bring this thing out, and we're gonna see if we can have a toy for today in the snow. Around here, the snow could last for a day or two, so we gotta get moving. Let's go. Been sitting for so long, it actually looked like the track was kind of seized up, and look at how much debris is in there, but also where it was sitting over here. There's definitely so much stuff in here. I want to grab a mouse by accident. And everything here is so freaking crusty. The key might be frozen too. Thing is so heavy. Oh. We're in. Hopefully we could drive this thing out because I am so done lifting this thing. Short-term business with this thing. We are gonna let it thaw out. We got the heater going. I can't tell if everything's frozen or just corroded. The key doesn't turn. None of this stuff works. But basically what I'm gonna do is check if we have spark, clean out this whole entire air box, clean the carbs, and see if this thing rips. Heat gun is our friend. All this stuff is currently frozen, and it's very annoying to work with. That's our air box. Doesn't really look like we have any filter in this thing, just a lot of rat's nests. Oh my God. Yeah, come over here. Now you guys will really see why this thing never ran. Look at the mouse nest that's actually in the carburetor. Usually an air filter would prevent that before it ever became a problem, but there was literally no air filter in this thing. Carburetors are just gonna have to get gone through. I don't think we're snowmobiling anymore, guys, because of this right here. I don't know how a chunk is kind of taken out of the piston there, or the coating, whatever's on it, but that's definitely not good. I want to see how scratched up the cylinder walls are though. We're gonna have to take that spark plug out and see how damaged the cylinders are, but I was hoping it was just gonna be a carb clean.
No.
A tough battle with this thing. I finally have some conclusions, and they are actually pretty catastrophic. First thing I did was pull the carburetors off this thing. Other than a little bit of mouse nest in there, the jets were all perfectly clean. The bowls had no residual fuel in it, and it looked really good in there. Next up, I tried to check for spark. I could not get spark out of this thing. Ignition switch was completely seized. I tore that apart, got it working good, figured out why it didn't have spark. The switch on the handlebars prevents it from getting spark if it's not within that tolerance band. So we finally have spark, we have clean carbs, and I put my borescope in there and I did not see what I wanted to see. The piston on the other side had some weird coating like chipped off the piston. And obviously there's a little bit of rust in the cylinders. I don't even care, I have nothing to lose with these cylinders. We're gonna see if this thing fires up whether I have a backwards piston or not. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten down my spark plugs, I guess give it some starting fluid and just try to start this thing. We just heard it fire up for the first time. It did not sound healthy, but it fired up. Let's try it again. There's no way that's 2 cylinders. Let's keep trying. Maybe I'll open the door up here. No. We got this turd outside. The track has so much stuff in it. I still don't think it's even running right. ourselves an abandoned snowmobile. It actually kind of runs. It wakes itself up, but down low, it does not run right. A little rough around the edges. It's also like insanely heavy and it just completely can't turn. I mean, other than that, no complaints. I don't even know how the hell it runs right now. Looks like the track kind of cleared all that stuff out. There's literally like no lugs on this thing. How does it even go anywhere? Conclusion from today is we have a backwards piston in there, some marred up cylinder walls, and the other piston's also not doing so hot. So it definitely needs a top end, which I may or may not do. It's the next morning now. She's a little iced over. What I'm gonna do now is pop the head off, see how bad these pistons and cylinders are, and see if we should order parts or if we should just let this thing rot away again. That'll be my first reaction here. Is that ice in there? There's ice literally frozen over in here. That's kind of weird, actually. That means there's moisture in here. But more importantly, I mean, there's honestly nothing crazy concerning about this. Like, okay. There's a little bit of scoring on this one. These ones right here, I could barely kind of feel with my finger. There's a little bit of slop in that one right there. This one's really bad too. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna throw a new piston ring set on this side and see if this thing actually runs normally now. We have some crazy news. I was actually driving it around with half the piston. This piston is literally cracked right off. And along with a lot of metal in that side of the engine, somehow the cylinder is not ruined. So I'm assuming this entire chunk of the exhaust side literally shot out of the exhaust port and didn't kind of ruin the cylinder. The funniest part about this entire thing is I was actually just gonna do the other side because the other side had the slop in the piston. So I was assuming that side didn't have compression. I was gonna leave this and be a lazy ass. I'm glad I didn't. I can't believe the motor is not seized with a piston that looks like that. We might need to use the motor from that thing, maybe in the mini crotch rocket. There'll be some more videos on this thing. I gotta get it more dialed in. You guys look down there, there's quite a bit of debris.
I'm cleaning the case out the best I can and then slapping this motor all back together. It's really a gamble if this thing is just gonna grenade itself again. But I'm not too worried about that as long as we have some fun with this thing. Now I'm just gonna clear out that nest in the airbox and we're gonna fire this thing up for the first time. Now this thing actually has some bark down low, so we definitely fixed the problem. This snowmobile is like life. You think it's going to be a carb clean, and instead we have some pretty catastrophic failures. This thing is definitely built different, unfortunately, because it literally looks like it was assembled by raccoons. I think I could fix that though. Maybe some ape hangers in the sissy bar. This thing will be looking right.
If you guys want to see any dumb contraptions or any good ideas with this thing, I don't care about destroying it. Let's hear them in the comments, but thank you guys for watching to the end. Appreciate all the support lately. I'm trying to move over to YouTube, and you guys have been killing it, so thank you.